Today we're going to read the book by Cornelia Funk called Pirate Girl, and it is illustrated by Kirsten Meyer. So, what happened to my red-haired buddy? Today I will be substituting for the red-haired boy. I am a red-haired girl. Oh, and what's with this eye patch? What happened to your eye? I am a pirate girl. Oh, well, that's a good thing because I'm reading this story, Pirate Girl, today, and it's all about a pirate girl. So maybe you can help me. You want to be the pirate girl? Okay. Captain Firebeard was the terror of the high seas. His ship, the Horrible Haddock, sailed faster than the wind over the waves. Whenever the Horrible Haddock appeared on the horizon, the knees of honest seafaring folk would shake like jelly. Captain Firebeard had a fearsome crew. His helmsman was Morgan O'Meany. His cook was Cutlass Tom, Bill the Bald, Willie Woodenhand, Crooked Carl, and 20 more terrible pirates, just like them, made up the rest of the motley bunch. When Firebeard's crew boarded his ship, nothing was safe. They stole the silver spoons in the captain's uniform. They stole the ship's figurehead, the pots, the pans, the hammocks, the sails, and of course, they stole all the casks of rum. But one day, Firebeard drove the ship that he really should have left alone. On board was a little girl named Molly. That was me. I was off on a trip to see my grandma. The pirates leaped on board with an ear-splitting roar. Molly tried hiding among the ropes, but Morgan O'Meany soon fished her out. "What shall we do with her?" he said with a smirk. "Take her with us, you fool!" bellowed Firebeard. "Her parents will pay a handsome ransom for such a little treasure. And if not, then we'll feed her to the sharks." "You'll be sorry for this," I told him, but Morgan O'Meany rolled me up like a herring and tossed me on board the Horrible Haddock. It must have been very scary. When the sun had gone down, Bill the Bald dragged Molly to see the captain. "All right, tell me your parents' names and address, or else," growled Captain Firebeard. "Well, not," I told them. "If I told you my mother's name, you'd cry like a baby." At this, all the pirates howled with laughter. So I was put to work. I peeled potatoes and cleaned boots. I polished cutlasses and patched sails and scrubbed the deck. Soon every bone in my body ached. 3 times a day, Firebeard asked her names and address, but I just smiled. "Feed her to the sharks," roared Willie Woodenhand. But Firebeard ground his teeth and said, "She'll talk before long." Every night the pirates had a party. They drank rum and staggered across the deck, danced on the ship's rigging, and bawled out the rudest songs. But I had a plan. While the pirates were carousing, I wrote secret messages and popped them into empty bottles. When the pirates were safely snoring in their bunks, I tossed the bottles into the sea. I did this every night. One night, the pirates partied until dawn, but this time they fell asleep on deck. I tiptoed over to tangle the arms and legs and threw my bottle over the ship's rail. Splish, splash, it landed in the deep, wide sea. "Hey, what was that?" yelled Morgan O'Meany. The pirates staggered over to the rail. "It's a message in a bottle," they all cried. "Bring it to me," shouted Captain Firebeard. "Now." The pirates dived to the bottom of the sea. They searched and searched, but Molly's message had bobbed away. Soaking wet, they crawled back on deck, cursing. "Tell me what you wrote," said Firebeard. "But I just kicked him in his wooden leg. Ow!" Firebeard turned as red as a lobster. Now's the time to feed her to the sharks. But a cry from above stopped him. "Pirates!" shouted Ted from the crow's nest. "Nonsense," scoffed Firebeard. "We're the only pirates around here." But he was wrong. A ship with red sails was speeding toward them. A giant black flag with a skull and crossbones fluttered from its mast. "Who in the name of Neptune's beard is that?" sputtered Firebeard. "That's my mom." "It's Barbarous Bertha herself," wailed the crew from the horrible haddock. Firebeard turned as white as a sheet, and his pirates rolled their eyes in fear. This time it was their knees that were shaking, and Bill of False Teeth almost flew out of his mouth. The ship with the red sails drew closer and closer. Barbarous Bertha stood at the prow swinging her cutlass. "Wait till she sees my hands," I said. "They're red and raw from peeling potatoes. I will make my mom gladdest of all." Firebeard and his pirates groaned with terror. Soon Barbarous Bertha was alongside the horrible haddock. Her ferocious crew swung themselves over the rail with a terrible roar. "We're here at last, my pirate girl," cried Barbarous Bertha, throwing Molly high into the air. "We got your message. Your grandma was beginning to wonder where you were. Now, how nasty can we be to these piratical nincompoops?" "Well," I said, "that's easy." From that day on, Captain Firebeard and his pirate crew had no time to think about raiding ships. Willie, Wooden Hand, scrubbed the deck. Morgan O'Meany and Cutlass Tom peeled vegetables from morning until night, and Captain Firebeard polished Barbarous Bertha boots 14 times a week. And I was finally able to visit my grandma. Well, that's the end of our story, and they lived happily ever after, except for the pirates. Yeah, except for those bad pirates who kidnapped me. Well, I guess that's the end of the story, huh? Yeah. Well, thanks for helping me read the story, and thanks for being a part of Pirate Girl. Okay. I guess it's time for you to turn the camera off now. Turn the camera off. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye.